You're live, which means I'm live, but you're live with me being live. Hi, I'm Zinni Abraham. It's Wednesday night, May 31st, and we are less than 24 hours away from Game 1 of the 2017 NBA Finals. The rubber game of the match, as they say, pitting the Golden State Warriors versus the visiting Cleveland Cavaliers at Oracle Arena. Hello, everybody, and this is a special live stream devoted to talking about what to expect tomorrow. That's right, tomorrow. And I have to say, I'm really looking forward to this. I really am. And it's really going to be quite a hip and trip, as they say. I am firing up the live stream. Hey, Octavio, how are you? And firing up the live stream, priming the pump, ready to talk. And what do I say? I'm still trying to figure out how many games. The Warriors in 7. This keeps coming to me. I don't know why. It just does. The Warriors in 7. The Warriors in 7. That's what keeps coming to me. Again and again and again. The Warriors in 7. NBA Finals, Cleveland Cavaliers versus Golden State Oakland Warriors. Oakland preview live stream. The stream is good. We're up to 7 now. I wonder. Got that, and make sure I'm on mute. Ta-da! I'm not gonna unmute myself at some point. Well, I am. Go Warriors! How are you? Go Warriors says Warriors in 6. Hey, Go Warriors! Tell me what the schedule is for your live stream, please. Because I think it's at a time I have to basically calendar it, because I'm not where I can get a notification, right? So let us and others know what the date of your. Hey Dorian, how are you? Or what the times of your live stream? The times of your live stream. The time of your life, really, right? NBA Finals, Cleveland Cavaliers, Cleveland Cavs, Cavaliers. That's a long name. John Marks, how are you? Why does John Marks make me think of John Houseman of the Paper Chase? I have no idea why that is. What's up with that? You want to tell me? So John, you said Warriors in 6. Go Warriors says Warriors in 6. I say Warriors in 7. Rick, how you doing? Give me a prediction for the NBA Finals. I will tell you. How many of you are in Oakland? I'm not in Oakland, but I live in Oakland. How many of you are in Oakland? John Mark says Warriors sweep. I'm going to say NBA Finals live stream. There. Yeah. Warriors sweep. I say the Warriors in 7. The Warriors in 7. Now, be on watch page. And we've got Joseph Jones, how you doing? Joseph Jones says Warriors in 5. Dorian, give me a prediction. What do you say? I should get my little pin out and write down what you all are predicting, you know? So I've got, let's see. Rick Rice says Zenny snowballs. That sounds like something John Russo would say, a friend of mine. All right. So I've got John Marks. Come on, pin. Why do certain instruments choose prime time to cut out on you, huh? Look at this. You know? That's ridiculous. You just chose prime time to cut out on me. So now I've got to dig for another pin. Wow. Doesn't that really make you feel bad? And that was a good pin, too. Hey, Go Warriors. What's going on? What do I think of Tyra Banks? I don't know, but I want to talk about the finals. Is Tyra Banks going to be in Oakland? You tell me. I want to know. And this pin is really killing me, boy. A great pin. Gosh. Dorian says Warriors in 7. Rick Rice says Warriors in... Come on, you know that's wrong. I ought to take that comment and make you do that over. I'm not going to do that. But come on, seriously. Rick Rice. I'm trying to find this doggone pin here. Pin doesn't work. This is horrible. Can't write anything down, dang it. You know, I had a group of pins up here, and just as I put the pins up here, they're gone again. You know, I'm firmly convinced that pins have a mind of their own. They have their own seasonal migration patterns, you know? Like ducks or geese. Pins. They get up and they fly someplace. Horribly ridiculous. All right, so this pin is cut out on me. I can't even open it. Look at that. It won't even, look at that, see it? Ah, this is bad. I turn it and nothing happens. Oh, thank you, production, for subscribing. Thank you very much. Got a pin? This is horrible. This is one of those things I had all set to write down what you all were going to say, and the pin was working prior to this. The minute I go live, my pin's cut out on me. There is some sort of equivalent metaphor there. All right, this will do. All right, so you've got, all right, so we've got John Marks says Warriors in 6, right? Dorian said Warriors. Octavio says Warriors in 5. What do you say, Mr. Production? Let's see here. Vic Rice says Warriors in 5. They'll win it in Oaktown. So we got 6-5. All right. Production says, yeah, but how many games? Production, I don't care about your team pick. Just tell me how many games. Cavs in what? Cavs in what? Neil Weston. And so basically, Neil, instead of making smart remarks, tell me how many, games. All right? So look, how many games? All right. That's this Cavs in 6. King Jose. King Jose, how you doing? Cavs in 6. All right, so we've got Cavs in 6. All right, we've got basically, you will say most of you say that either the Cavs or the Warriors win by 6 games. All right, I'm going to say the Warriors in 7. Why? And I wonder, what's the line on this now? Neil says 5. Neil, I'm telling you, this is your first time here. If you're going to make smart remarks, you can get the heck out of here, all right? You can do that someplace else. I ain't putting up with it. Okay? If you're Ricky Bobby and you just change your name to Neil, you can really get out of here. All right? Thanks. I'm sorry, I don't have patience tonight. I just don't. I mean, I don't care if there's a lot of you. No, I care if there's a core group that I know. If there's more of you, fantastic. But if you're going to be here, don't be a smart ass. I just don't have the patience tonight. I will ban you like that. I'm just letting you know. I'm done with that, okay? We're going back to old school. I was a little lenient before, but now, we're getting back to Zinster level of discussion, okay? So, Lane, you want to be banned? Is that what you're saying? Fine, you're gone. I'm telling you, I don't want to deal with this. I'm tired of it. Because it means I got to babysit you, all right? I'm not here to babysit. You can do that on somebody else's freaking channel. All right, I'm done with that. Thank you, Joseph Jones. Just town business. I want a great discussion. You can't get a discussion going? Get out. Now. All right. Hey, King Jose, this is a new old Zinni, all right? Just saying. Good. Thank you, John. Appreciate it. All right. Now we can have some fun and talk NBA Finals. I want to see what the Vegas line on this is. Let me see. Let me see what the Henry Flores says Warriors in 7. And I'm on live. No, Henry Flores says Warriors in 7. Let me see here. NBA Finals live 2017. Betting line. Let's see what's going on here with the betting line. Well, I'll have it for you. And right here, Rick Rice says the refs won't allow it to be a sweep. They'll extend the series at least one more game so that they make more money. NBA is rigged. Hey, you really believe the NBA is rigged like that? Do you think that when the Warriors were up on the Cavs 3-1, the refs were paid to make it go the way of the Cavs? Because there are a lot of people who believe that at the time. I'm just asking. Is the game rigged like that? Barry Lee says, "Hey Barry, how are you?" And thanks, Rick Rice. I appreciate it. I will not waste my energy on him. Now, Rick Rice says, just like they extended the series by taking Draymond out last year. Yeah, that was crap. That was really crap. Oh, go Warriors! I encourage you all. Go Warriors stream is at 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, and 9 Mountain Time. You go for about an hour. Okay, so you go until 12 midnight, and then you go an hour and 15 minutes. And then he hops over to my stream. Hey, that's a channel, isn't it? Go Warriors has his show, then it kind of feeds into my show. I like that. I need to figure out how to make that into a little network, you know what I mean? You have any guests on Go Warriors? Just asking. Henry Flores says, I think Steph Curry's wife said something like that when they lost last year. Steve Curry. There I go again. Steph Curry's wife. Elijah? I think that's her name, right? Yeah. John Mark says, I want to watch Go Warriors tomorrow. King Jose says, Steph Curry's wife was just mad. I'm starting to believe, I'm starting to rethink that, hey, maybe she has a point, right? Hey, Barry Lee, help me out, tweet. Use a hashtag NBA Finals, please. Live stream. All right, so those of you, let's predict how many points LeBron James average. I say LeBron James will average 22 points for the series. That's right, I said 22 points. That's right, no better than 22. Why? The presence of Kevin Durant. That's why I say that. Kevin Durant is the one wild card that should be considered in this all fact. You have to. He wasn't involved the previous 2 games. Kevin Durant is going to be a beast out there. He is going to play out of his mind. Watch, he's going to be so excited to get it started. It's not going to be funny. I mean, it will not be. You say 32 points, Durant 38 points. Hey, Dorian, are you saying that? Okay, now, John Mark says LeBron less than 9 points per game. Wow, that's a heck of a prediction. Dorian says, no, the game is not rigged, but they do make some BS calls that can help a team out. Yes. Now, Go Warriors says, not yet. You're going to be my first one tomorrow night. Let me get back to you on that one. I got my schedules is weird just being here. Joe says, I think he'll average at least 3 cries per quarter. Joseph Jones is saying that LeBron James will average 3 cries per quarter for the series. All right? And King Jose is predicting that Cavs will win tomorrow 106-198. Okay, everybody, frame this moment. Frame this moment. I am copying this. I'm copying this. And I'm copying King Jose's comment. And I'm pasting it here. And I'm putting arrows by it. Betting. I'm saying betting man. Like that. Boom. Betting man. There it is. Right there. Betty. Joseph Jones says, yeah, 3 cries per quarter. Wasn't that funny? John Mark says, yeah, First cry will happen when Steph Curry hits 10 threes in a row, which could happen. Miguel Rose, you're crazy. My MVP pick for the series is going to be KD. Kevin Durant will be MVP. Kevin Durant will be MVP. He's the one, the big name out there that doesn't have a ring. Think about it. He went through all the stuff to get a ring. And now he's there. He's on the doorstep. Right? Thank you, Barry. Thank you. Yeah. Kevin Durant will be MVP. Miguel Rose says, John Mark says, Miguel Rose, next Raider head coach in 2018. Joseph Jones. For those of you just joining us, it's an inside joke from last night, folks. Joseph Jones says he's going with Draymond. Draymond Green. Good choice. Draymond Green is a good choice. Could happen, very possibly. And it could possibly happen. And hey, if anybody's on Facebook and you want to post this, please do. Encourage folks to join us, you know. Be a lot of fun. But I was going to check on the betting line for the NBA Finals, right? And so let me do that right now. NBA Championship game odds according to OddsShark. And here we go. We've got gambling odds according to Sports Illustrated from yesterday. And it reads, Cavs, the defending champion, Cleveland Cavaliers, enter this 2017 NBA Finals as underdogs. Meaning they're going to come out thinking, man, we don't get no respect at all. We don't get no respect. They're going to be pissed off, okay? So, and the Warriors are the Vegas favorites. And so LeBron, do you realize that LeBron James is entering the NBA Finals for his 7th straight year? That's got to be a record. That is incredible. And, I mean, they're underdogs, okay? Underdogs. And they're not really giving the line here. Oh, here it is, okay. Game 1 has Golden State as a 7-point home betting favorite. King Jose, just letting you know that, all right? And Cleveland has failed to win the series opener or cover the spread in Oakland each of the past 2 years. You hear that, King Jose? That means, dude, you're wrong. John Mark says Warriors have more to prove than the Cavs. Dorian says, you are right, Zenny. LeBron is going to bring out Durant's best. I think Curry might struggle early, so Durant will need to step up. You know, I don't know if it's going to be a matter of one player reacting to the other. I really sincerely believe that Kevin Durant is just going to play out of his freaking mind. He's going to be just so excited. I mean, just to be there. He might play out of the realm of a play, right? He just like, nah. He might just do some, you know, helicopter dunk or something like that. Just something. He's going to be so just crazy excited. It's not going to be funny. And he's going to get going, and he's going to jaw and hammer and pound. He might get a foul or two. You better watch technical. He's going to be out of control. They're going to have to settle him down. Watch. But he's going to play. When I say out of control, he's going to play in an out-of-control fashion that produces points. And maybe even a blowout. I mean, I'm serious. I'm serious. John Mark says, I'll take the Warriors for the win. Jacob P., how you doing? Jacob P. says, I'm here, Zinni, I'm here. Rick Rice says, Warriors, as long as Curry doesn't have more than 6 of his patented careless turnovers. I know. And Go Warriors says, I'll repeat my name for the game tomorrow. Go Warriors 2017 NBA Finals. Folks, this man's whole YouTube account is Go Warriors 2017 NBA Finals. That says it all right there. He just didn't put the number of games, all right? Now, I'm going back to King Jose says, what? He says, hey, King Jose. King Jose points out that Draymond Green went to MSU. So how come you're rooting against him? I'm just asking. Go Warriors says Warriors win 115 to 110. Rick Rice predicts that LeBron will have 3 or more flops for the game or for the series. And just asking. For the game or for the series? Rick Rice says, I subscribe. Are you the same as that Go Cubs dude? He used to be Go Cubs, Rick Rice. He used to be, changed his name. Johnny P says, how do you feel about Clay shooting slump in the playoffs? You know, I'm curious to what's causing that, because those misses are happening whether or not he's contested. And I wonder if it's a function of Kevin Durant handling the ball. And here's where that matters as much as he does. Here's my theory, that absent Durant, when you had a few number of big stars, Clay was getting more turns at the bat. And Clay, you know, you've seen him, he gets really streaky. The streaks can be bad, or they can be really, really good. He hasn't had like a really, 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 really bad streak, but he's had some really, really, really good streaks, all right? So my point is, he doesn't get hot enough to get on that streak if he doesn't touch the ball as much. And my theory is that with KD making plays, he doesn't see the ball as much as he can, and so his path to getting hot is lengthened. And sometimes he doesn't hit it. That's just a theory that seems to fit the facts, all right? Miguel Rose. We're talking about NBA Finals, all right? Shift the gears, Miguel. And Corvette says, Warriors might start out slow because the time off might be like the first San Antonio game. Okay, so I'm wondering what... All right, that's the line. So right now, Game 1 has Golden State as a betting favorite, 7 points over. The Warriors are 12-0 straight up and 8-4 against the spread so far in the 2017 season. That's according to the Orange Sharks NBA database. And I'm going to go right to that database and see what else they're saying right now. And as I'm waiting for that page to open up, I'm going to put out some more social media joy and, you know, and all that stuff and all that good stuff. And have people, you know, join us and all that stuff, right? Waiting for the Odd Shark database to open up. And, oh, by the way, how many of you are in Oakland? Is anyone in Oakland right now? I'm wondering. If anyone is not in Oakland, let me know. And I'll tell you why I asked that. Because, well, heck, even if you're not in Oakland, I'll make this announcement. Starting tomorrow, there are 2 parties early in the morning, all right? John Mark says, I wish. All right? The first party, well, actually, they're almost simultaneous. You can either go to Lake Chalet at 4 in the morning. Yes, I did say 4 in the morning. Okay? So, go to bed. Or you can go to the Plank at Jack London Square. ESPN will be at Lake Merritt. Fox Sports will be at Jack London at the Plank, which is a great bowling alley. Okay? Now, Shaps TV, what's up? What's up, Shaps? Hey, are you in Oakland? You want to know which party to go to? 4 in the morning, Lake Chalet, stand outside. You'll be on the set. I guarantee it, okay? Lake Chalet is at 1636 Lakeside Drive in Oakland, all right? Go there. Will Stephen A. Smith be there? I believe he will, actually, yeah. And let's see here. Joe Jones is driving through North Carolina. Dorian is in Anaheim. Go Warriors wishes he was in Oakland. And King Jose says, Warriors didn't start off slow against San Antonio going into the Spurs, were the better team, and should have won the series. It was for Zaza, #truth. Brian Guidry, what's up? How you doing? Miguel Rose is not in Oakland. Where are you? You could be in San Jose. King San Jose is nearby. Hey, King San Jose, go to bed, get up. You know, you can take the BART train from Warm Springs all the way to Lake Merritt Station, get off at Lake Merritt, call an Uber. No, you don't even have to call an Uber, okay? You just get off at Lake Merritt. Lake Chalet is a 4-block walk. Easy peasy, okay? Get off 4 blocks, you're there. Stand in line, hang out, have a blast. You get a free T-shirt. It's great, man. You know what? It's great stuff. Great stuff. Great stuff. Now, Miguel Rose lives in Montclair. You live in Oakland, dude. Miguel, Montclair is Oakland. That's the hills. That's you. I live in Montclair. Dude, come on. You live in Oakland. Johnny P, what will LeBron's legacy be if he loses? He'll be the guy that got them there. It's not with LeBron, like anything, it's not that simple. It's how he loses. I go back to the 2007 contest, and I was rooting for the Cavs against the Celtics, right? And remember LeBron walked off, and he did not shake anyone's hand, didn't do a press conference, and that's where the crybaby moniker was stuck on him. Remember that? You remember that, John Marks? Remember that? John Marks used to live in San Leandro. And will the finals be streamed? I don't know. I was thinking about doing kind of like a... John Marks says it will be. Now, I was thinking of doing a finals commentary, like not showing it, but having it on and doing a commentary, you know, just to see how that would be going, you know, how that would be going. That's bad grammar. How that would go, right? Now, King Jose says, if LeBron beats the Warriors team, does that make him better than Jordan? No, it doesn't. Since Jordan never saw a team he faced this good in the finals. No, it does not. Now, here's the thing, all right? LeBron's legacy will still be intact if he loses because he got them there for the second time in a row. That's fine, all right? Now, if he wins, will he be considered the best basketball player ever? No, the debate will still go on. It will just be inflamed because you're talking about Jordan in the early 90s at that, and the early to mid 90s, and you're talking about, let's see, 94, 2004, 2014, you're talking 23-year difference. So 23-year difference, a generation if you like, and if you're comparing the two, people have a hard time with that because how do you know how well LeBron would have played in that era when they were elbowing and getting rough with you and doing all this stuff, right? And so LeBron being the size and speed player he is, I think he would do very well and adapt. But he can't sky. In fact, no one can sky like MJ can sky in his prime. All right? There is a reason for the Jumpman logo. Thank you. Jack Bauer agrees. Thank you. Rick Rice says LeBron's legacy will be passing up game-winning shots because he's too scared. No clutch. And Jack Bauer agrees with him. Now, Jack Bauer, I guess he agrees with him. And King Jose says, I think we can agree he's better than Kobe, obviously. Now, Dorian says, if LeBron plays bad, he'll be known as the guy who, he will be known as the guy who thought he was better than Jordan. Huh. And John Mark says, Kobe trumps LeBron. And Brian Gidry say, Josie be killing me. And I missed that. Joseph Jones is not Josie. Joseph says, I know I'm sick of LeBron-Jordan comparison. Two different eras. I agree. Joseph Jones speaks for me. It's like, come on. And Rick Rice says, LeBron is the big baby Cam Newton of the NBA. I take issue with that. I don't think Cam Newton is a crybaby. Here's why. Because Cam Newton has a legitimate reason to complain. He really does. He gets hit in ways that are unfair. He really does. So I come to Cam Newton's defense. All right, I really do. Now, Barry Lee says, yeah, when the NBA Finals were in San Antonio, ESPN had all the shows, the Riverwalk down. Okay, now you know what we experience in Oakland. John Cruz says, Dan Marino. Joseph Jones says, Zinni. People need to realize that LeBron came out of high school, Jordan college, and Jordan retired in his prime. And that's a great point. They're two different people. LeBron was straight out of high school, and whereas Michael Jordan was North Carolina. He had that college polish, right? They are different players. And Dorian says LeBron isn't even close to Kobe. LeBron will never have Kobe's killer heart. I disagree with you there. I mean, tell that to, who was it they were down by? Was it the Pistons? He single-handedly brought them back. That was superhuman. He's done that before. And then people say he doesn't have that killer instinct. How can you not have a killer instinct and yet single-handedly lead your team down from 26 like that? Well, almost single-handedly, to be fair, okay? I'm just saying. Jack Bauer says, okay, one time. There's been more than one time. Jonathan Crossan says, rings don't mean talent. Yes, they do. And coaching. Rick Rice says, Cam Newton walking out of the presser after the Super Bowl. Yeah, that was not the coolest thing at all. That was not cool. And so Brian Guidry says, agreed, King Jose has more talent in terms of athleticism. Now, let's see here. Miguel Rose says, Jonathan Crossan, what are you smoking? Rings are the thing, so rings are everything. Rings are the decider. Let's face it. I mean, did you see the Dr. J commercial where he says, and at the end of the day, it's about getting the ring? He's right. Miguel Rose is right. Joseph Jones says, Zinni, people need to realize LeBron came out of high school. I said that one. Sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure I got everybody's comments. Now, Go Warriors said, hey, Zinni, do you know the freeway I-25 here in Denver? We had Celestials, Tinkera, blew out, crash, and gas spilled everywhere. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Bench warmers get rings. Reminds Jonathan Crossan to all of us. Jack Bauer says, not skill. John Mark says, Kobe and MJ more talent combined over LeBron, unquestionably. Miguel Rose says to King Jose, LeBron is not more talented than Kobe. LeBron has never scored 80-plus points in a single NBA game. Miguel Rose has a great point. And, you know, how easily and sadly we forget, huh? Jack Bauer says LeBron has had easy competition for most of the time throughout the East. Johnny P says, how about Mike Brown getting revenge on Cleveland? Yeah. Who fired him twice? You think there's no hunger to, close that deal? It's got to be. King Jose says Jordan never scored over 80 either. No, Michael Jordan, no, Jordan didn't. 60, yeah, but 80, no. Kobe, I saw that game. That was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. Rick Rice says, if rings counted Robert Horry would be better than all of them. But rings do count. Robert, at the end of the day, at the party, can say, I got the rings. And Jack Bauer 24 says, Mike Brown, watch revenge. And that's why I think Mike Brown is going to use his not-so-secret weapon, Kevin Durant, to destroy the Cavs. I really believe that. Jack Bauer says Kobe has 5 60-point games. See? Steve Collins says, let's take a poll here. Jordan, Kobe, or Jordan? Try that again. Steve, are you saying, okay, Jordan, Kobe, or what? You mean Jordan, LeBron, Jordan? You mean LeBron, right? I think you meant, try that again. Yeah. Right. Hey, Steve, write that. Let me help you out here. I think I know where you're going. I like this. I think I know where you're going here, right? So you're going, you're saying Kobe or LeBron, or saying Kobe or LeBron or Jordan, all right? Jordan, all right? That's what you're saying, all right? And if I have to pick them, I say Jordan. I say Jordan. Okay, I'm writing it. I say Jordan. Bing. He set the bar for everybody else. Jordan. There. Yeah, Kobe, James, or Jordan. Right. Dorian says Kobe came out of high school right? Kobe accepted every challenge. Wait, this is good. Kobe accepted every challenge from the beginning and didn't disappear in the finals. Miguel Rose says to Jack Bauer, that's because the Eastern Conference is always weaker than the Western Conference, especially in the last 20 years. Melvin Lovejoy, how you doing? Melvin Lovejoy says number 1 MJ, number 2 LeBron, number 3 Kobe. John Mark says Kobe, baby. Go Warriors says, hey, y'all, fellow, I will talk to you later. I'll see you on stream tomorrow night. Hope to see you all on. And remember, Miguel Rose and everybody else, Go Warriors. Thank you very much. Go Warriors starts his live stream at 11 p.m. And I think, was it 11 p.m. Eastern and then 9 Mountain Time? Yeah, p.m. There you go, okay? Rick Rice says, Jordan. Steve Collins says, Jordan. Jacob P. Jacob, how you doing? Says, Jordan, Kobe, LeBron in that order. King Jose says LeBron, Jordan, Magic, then Kobe. Jack Bauer says, you're right, Miguel. Donis, excuse me. How you doing, Donis? He says, Donis says, but Magic is the king. Now he puts the Magic Johnson factor in. Dorian says, Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron. Melvin Lovejoy says LeBron never came off the bench. You all forget. Melvin Lovejoy reminds us. Miguel Rose says Jordan, Kobe, Magic, Bird, and Shaq. And but Miguel Rose leaves LeBron out. Boy, that's stiff, man. How you doing, Melvin? Rick Rice says Jordan, Muggsy Bogues. Okay, that's ganja time. Anyway, John Marks, I remember Robert Horry, go Lakers. 831 Scott, how you doing? If all 4 of the Warrior stars, Curry, Thompson, Durant, and Green, are on point, no one can beat them. They have so many weapons. True. Jacob P says he's doing good. I'm doing well. I'm all right, thanks. Johnny P says, one thing, LeBron, the best in his position. Yep. Jack Bauer 24 says, James' career was manufactured because the NBA needed a star post Jordan. No, Jack, that's not true. No. Mm-mm. Steve Collins is right, King. You're all alone. Dorian says Muggsy. Yeah, I know. Miguel Rose says Rick Rice. I like Muggsy Bogues, but he never won a ring. Sorry. Rick Rice says Jordan. Rick Rice is Joe Flacco. Naisha Breckenridge says Jordan, Kobe, Magic, Kareem, and LeBron. Nathan Croson says Jordan, he was clutch. Took time off, like you said, had rings, has stats, has shoes, has the movie. Oh, and let's not forget, he's got the team now. Come on. John Mark says King Jose 19 is... I thought you said that he was going to be the next Jordan and not the next Kobe Bryant. Y'all killing me. Jacob P says, I got to go. You just got here. I'll see you, man. Go Warriors. I'll see you. You just got here. Joseph Jones says Jordan and Kobe didn't have to leave their teams to get a ring. Ooh. King Jose says, Zinni, do you think LeBron deserved the Finals MVP 2 years ago? Yes. Yes. John Marks is laughing. Dorian says, Rice, wrong sport. 831 Scott says, Hakeem, the dream. One of the best centers. Wait a minute. Excuse me. Kevin Johnson, my friend, the mayor, dunked over him. Remember that? I mean, he dunked over him in his face. Just pointing it out to you. All right? Yeah. Just pointing that out to you. Melvin says, LeBron James or Magic Johnson? LeBron. Sorry, Magic. Johnny P. Where's Curry of all-time list wins this year? Where's Curry on it if he wins this year on the all-time list? That, I'll have to check that one. Well, I'll tell you. Or if someone is out there, can you check while I'm doing this? Just give it a type. Now, okay, Jacob P., we'll see you. Miguel Reyes says, Zinni, if you were only 30 years younger, maybe you could have become the next Magic Johnson. Miguel, I never wanted to play sports. In fact, when I was 6 years old, I hated football. And see, I was born in 62, And when I was 6, I was, 68, right? 1968. And I thought that in football, I couldn't understand why all the players were black and all the coaches were not. I mean, at 6 years old, I saw that race difference, and I thought something was wrong. And I said so to my grandfather, because he was saying, you should play fullback. Or, I was like, no, I blurted that out. The only reason I was interested in sports, I'll tell you what changed it, was when my mom met Otis Sistrunk as a friend, became a friend of the family. And I've told this story before, but long story short, I found a book about technical football, and that's how I got hooked on football. That was it. But I was being into civil engineering, urban planning, that sort of thing. That's what I was. But once I got interested in football, it was technical. I had my own playbook at 17, my playbook, and Coach Tony Fardell at Skyline used my play, my double reverse pitch pass, and went for 36 yards and a touchdown against Fremont High. Go Skyline Titans. Tom Hanks School, by the way. Tom Hanks High School. But I digress. Now, you never see Shaquille. I was getting off the topic. Sorry about that, folks. Let me go back. Now, but Miguel Rose got me thinking. John Mark says, Abdul-Jabbar is a great center. Maybe one of the top 3 greatest of all. Ooh. Jack Bauer says, Kevin Johnson had game. King Jose says, Curry ain't even top 50. What? King. Jonathan Cross says, you never see Shaq balling in Shaqs, Kobe balling in Kobe's, or LeBron balling in LeBron's. Joseph Jones says, no, Zinni. If not for Irving, the Cavs would not have won. Okay. Jack Bauer says, agree. Greg Rice says, Curry is the most overrated player. No. Steph Curry is an elite quarterback. Dorian says, Chamberlain, Jordan, Kareem, Kobe, and LeBron. That is my top 5. Dorian is not mine. Johnny P says, I'm talking within point guards. Where does he list all-time point guards? Okay. All-time point guards. All-time point guards. Wow. Who would be the best all-time point guard of all? I like Muggsy Bogues. I would say, look, in terms of point guards, you got to put Steph Curry up there as you have to put him as number 1. I can't think of anyone who comes close. I really can't. He's got a ring. He's bucking for 2. All right? Now, Jonathan says he can respect that, Dorian. Donis says, not degrees the NBA discussion, but my mind is about special election in Georgia. Okay, but that's down the road a piece. Now, John Mark says, hey, Donis, that's down the road a piece date-wise. The NBA Finals is tomorrow. Now, John Mark says, Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain 100 points in a single game. John Marks, hit us over the head with knowledge, won't you? Miguel Rose says, Rick Rice, you're wrong. Rick Rice, you're wrong. That's funny. Rick Rice, you're wrong. LeBron is the most overrated player and is a media creation, nothing more. You notice how Miguel Rose lays down these dictatorial statements? He was an overrated player, nothing more. Off with his head. Now, immediately. Out. King. Out. Bring me my Hassam Pfeffer. Oh, boy. Rick Rice says, Curry doesn't understand a 50-foot three-pointer is still the same amount of points as a 42 three-pointer. There are no style points. Wrong. There are style points. 831 Scott says, laugh out loud, Zinni. They all get dunked on at some point. I'm a Warriors fan, but I love watching Hakeem play. He was a great center. I'm not saying he wasn't a great center, but Kevin Johnson dunked on him. Period. And Kevin's a little taller than me. So he dunked on him, okay? I repeat, he dunked on him. I'm not going to say it another time. No, I am. He dunked on him. All right? Now, Johnny P says, Julius Irving has to be your top 10, the originator. Yes. Shaps T says, get Zinni a head coach job ASCP. Thank you. King Jose says, Zinni, if I get you tickets for my game, you better come out. I'll see when we play at school close to the West Coast. Okay, you got it. You got it. Now, can I live stream you? John Marks says, Dr. J is Dr. Chapstick. Miguel Rose says, John Marks, that's right. Will did score 100 points in a single game. Rick Rice says, can't disagree with you three. You there, Miguel. LeBron is all hype and genetics. That's not bad to be, get your hype from the fact that you got genetics. Now, Jonathan Crow says, Handu dies in Guardian. What? Whatever. Melvin Lovejoy says the glove. Dorian says Curry has his place in the league. John Marks says Miguel Rose, who's your offensive coordinator for Raiders? Iverson. What? Okay. Here's the thing, folks. If I see a comment that's out of context, I'm going to skip over it. And just like it makes my brain not want to fry. Okay. Not that I can't shift gears, but I don't feel like shifting gears like that all the time. Especially when you have a flow going in terms of repeating things. Now, Joseph James says Curry will eventually be number one, if not already. And the Rick Rice, yes, we're telling you Curry is better than Allen Iverson. Yeah, I'm saying that. Dallas Snow, you're the coolest. Stephen Collins reminds us of Oscar Robinson. Johnny Yu says Curry is a three-point specialist, nothing more, nothing less. So I'm sorry, Johnny Yu says that. Johnny Yu has a kind of Miguel Rose dictatorial delivery. He's a three-pointer, nothing more, nothing less. Off with his head. To the gallows with him. Anyway, now, so Jonathan says, thanks, take care, had fun talking, Jordan. Hey, thanks for stopping by. And Kingo says, Zinni, do you think Steve Kerr will coach any finals games? No. I think he's going to put it in Mike Brown's hands. He doesn't want to send the message that, oh, he's coming back in for the finals. That means Mike Brown isn't doing his job. I'm not saying that would be the case. I'm saying that some media types would spin it that way, and the Warriors don't need any more distractions. So I think Steph Kerr will remain in the role that he has carved out for himself. Now, and Michael Coop. And Johnny P. Kardashian curse, interesting. Michael Coop. Melvin Lovejoy says LeBron's son is going to be a great tool, so everyone will have to get used to the James name dominating. Yep. And John Marks says always remember George Iceman Gervin. I haven't forgot Mr. Gervin. Cool. You ever seen that commercial? Cool. With the Dwayne Wade. Cool. Yeah. We might see that commercial again during the finals. Rick Rice, exactly. And too many careless turnovers, trying to look cool. Yeah, he has a tendency, talking about Steph Curry, to throw those turnovers and it makes you just go bug-eyed, Joseph Jones says, Wilt was a great player. Don't get me wrong, but the talent back then wasn't as good as it is now. True. 831 Scott says, Curry isn't a three-point specialist. He can shoot from anywhere on the floor. He's an excellent passer, and some of the steals he gets are amazing. And he's a great layup artist, too. All right? Steph can do it all over. In fact, what's great about the Warriors team now is that Steph doesn't have to. He can afford to, gear it down a bit, and then he can gear it up. But you don't want the group to be geared up all at the same time yet uncoordinated. So the Warriors have an embarrassment of riches and talent that puts them in that position. And I remember Pistol Pete Maravich. Yeah, he had that layup that sometimes Curry does, and John Marks reminds us. And Jaquinho Jose thinks that Curry would be a better shooting guard than point guard. Dorian says Curry is a better shooter, but not a very overall player. Iverson was a monster. Yeah, Iverson was a monster. It'd be great to see them do a little clone thing, right? Or, simulation and put them together. Different teams, right? It'd be pretty cool. I'm predicting Kyrie will outplay Curry. I'm predicting Curry will have one game where he scores over 40, at least. That's my prediction. NBA, I'm tweeting out here. NBA Finals. and then tweet Oakland like that. Bam. And I would love to see Curry versus Iverson. Melvin Lovejoy says Curry isn't better than Kyrie, not even close. Everyone saw that last year. Naisha Breckenridge yells, Curry! And King Jose says, better handles. You're saying, wow, I'm still trying to spin how you can think that Irving is better than Curry. I mean, Kyrie is definitely an excellent player, don't get me wrong, but better than Curry? No. A little less, all right? John Mark says, Zinni, how do you rate Seattle Supersonics Jack Sikma? I would say he's definitely one of the top, in terms of all time, he's definitely one of the top 50. Just where he fits on the 50 is for discussion. Where do you rate him, John Marks? What do you think? Now, Rick Rice says, I'm just saying Curry puts up way too many low percentage shots when he can easily work it to someone else with a much better shot. But Rick Rice, that's the Warriors' game. In fact, the whole point was, hey, look, they might be low percentage shots, the threes, but when they get in, if you practice them enough, they can destroy the opponent. And the Warriors proved that, especially their first year under the Stephen Kerr regime. No one saw that coming. Let's be honest. No one saw the Warriors just come out of the gate like that, like, 17-1? That's crazy. And do what they did? I mean, I was still steaming that they fired Mark Jackson the way that they did. Joe Lacob didn't see that coming. And it was good for him that it came because it overshadowed the way Mark Jackson was released. Okay? But I'm telling you, no one saw that coming at all. Then they realized, hey, we got something here. Okay? John Mark says, Jack Sikma top 20, easy. Easy. And Miguel Rose says, LeBron James versus the Incredible Hulk. Hulk wins that one. Thompson needs to be Irving, or the Warriors are going to be in trouble. Irving is playing his lights out. I think Dorian is saying that Klay Thompson needs to D up Irving, or the Warriors are going to be in trouble. Got it. Okay. Play defense on it. That's what D up means. Okay. Now, Joseph Jones says, I think the championship will come down to the better bench players, which goes to the Warriors. Yep. They play in waves. Steve Collins says, one of the better dunks was Doc J on Mark Landsberger of the Lakers. LeBron James says, LeBron James versus Lou Ferrigno. Well, that's different. Hey, Lou Ferrigno versus Sam Jones, who played Flash Gordon. Anyway, 831 Scott. People have to remember that Curry hasn't played very many minutes in the fourth quarter over the last 3 years because the Warriors are usually blowing people out, so it affects his stats. Johnny P says, do you think Kevin Love will be traded if they lose? No. There is that possibility, but I don't know. Miguel Rose, the Cavs versus Jason Voorhees. I picked the Cavs. King Jose, Kevin Love will be traded to Melo if they lose. That would be a great trade for the Cavs. Win or lose. Melvin Lovejoy says Kyrie is the best point guard in the league. He dominated Curry last year. We will see that tomorrow. Curry can shoot but plays on an Olympic team. John Mark says Flash Gordon, great hero. I'm gonna put out I'm gonna tweet out NBA Finals top players debate here now on Livestream. Click. I can't type click. There, okay. NBA, now I'm gonna hashtag NBA Finals. Got it, okay. Cool. Right, now, King Jose asked if I'm going to keep up with the Big Three League. I don't know. I haven't, well, obviously the fact that I haven't looked at it means it hasn't, I know about it, but it hasn't caught my interest. I'm going to look, John Marks, Miguel Rose, LeBron versus Superman. Go Warriors says, bye, y'all. Hey, I'll see you. And, hey, Bernard543, welcome. How are you? How you doing? And the Corvette says, Curry wasn't full strength last year in the playoffs. You know, that's a great point. He was winded, and you could tell that going into game 3, game 4, right? We got into 5, 6, and 7. His production went down, and he seemed to be quite literally willing himself to play, but he was exhausted. He was exhausted. Hence the beauty of getting Kevin Durant. And I tell you, the first 2 games at Oracle, Durant is going to power the Warriors to victory. He is going to play like he's out of his mind. He just is. Now, in Mike Brown's strategic intellectual contribution to the finals will be allowing Kevin Durant to just go off. Controlled offness. There you go. Now, yeah, see you, Go Warriors. Thanks for stopping by. Mother Lovejoy says, you need to go back and look at the game stats. Laugh out loud. Curry had a bad game, but he was hurt the whole series. Yeah, but he got hurt. That's what I'm saying. He got hurt, right? He was hurt, but he got worse. Because, remember, the Warriors were up 3 games to 1, and on the 5th game, we all thought that was it. And as we know, that didn't happen. Okay? That did not happen. It became 3 games to 2, 3 games to 3, and then suddenly, boom, you're out. Because they won the final game. Wow. I mean, you talk about incredible. Phew, that was incredible. Hey, folks, thumbs up. Give me some more thumbs up, please. Please, 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 please. Because there's 14 of you and there's 9 thumbs up. And I thought, come on. And you all the regulars here. Now, Magic's Lakers. Now, I'll tell you where I put Magic in terms of players top 10. Easily. I mean, who can forget that famous Lakers versus the Boston Celtics series where Kareem was injured and Magic took over for him at center and scored 42 points. He had 42 points, I think 14 assists, and I believe 12 rebounds. It was a triple-double, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, it was one of the greatest all-around games in NBA history. Just period, you know. And King Jose says he was winded because he couldn't keep up with Irving. True, Zinni. Irving had him exhausted. But Bernard says exhaustion doesn't mean stupid turnovers. And King Jose asked me for my all-time starting 5. My all-time starting 5 would be LeBron James, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, Steph Curry at point guard, and I would have to take, that's, that 5th person, that's a tough one, that 5th person, all right? But I said LeBron James, Steph Curry at point guard, Michael Jordan at power forward, all right? And Shaquille O'Neal at center. Okay, let me do that all over again, all right? This is my starting top 5. I got Shaquille O'Neal at center, period, all right? I got Michael Jordan right here, and then forward, and then I've got, in terms of my other forward, I've got LeBron James, all right? So I've got Shaq, I've got LeBron, I've got Jordan. Then for point guard, I've got Steph Curry here. And then for shooting guard, shooting guard, wow. Shooting guard. Who do I want as my shooting guard for that top team? Shooting guard, I think I'll break down and you know what? I'm gonna shooting guard. Yeah, why not? I'll put Kevin Durant says put Kevin Durant as shooting guard. And you know what? I'll do that. But I have a feeling I'm making a mistake because I'm starting to think about wow. I don't know. I'm not taking anything away from KD because now I'll leave him there. I'll leave him there. Yeah. So there it is. So we've got there it is. So we've got Durant, shooting guard. We've got Curry. We've got Shaq at center. Okay. And then we've got Jordan. And we've got James. There you go. We won a lot of championships with those guys. Woo-wee. Miguel Rose says Stephen Collins' Magic's Lakers would have done more than just sweep the LeBron Cavs. They would have destroyed them and wiped them off the face of the earth. Miguel Rose with another dictatorial call. This is Miguel Rose. I want you to read. This is Miguel Rose as dictator. I don't have like a crown to put on. Oh, this might do. This is a crown that if Miguel Rose were a dictator, this is his crown, right? This is his crown. He would say, Steve Collins, Magic's Lakers would have done more than just sweep the LeBron's Cavs. They would have destroyed them and wiped them off the face of the earth. Off the face of the earth, I say. That's Miguel Rose. The dictator has spoken. And the dictator comes and says, no, Zenny, I don't agree. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Brian says, yeah. Brian says, I picked Curry over Magic. And Miguel Rose says, Steve Collins, Magic's Lakers. And, yeah, I did pick Curry over Magic. I did. But I did. You know, Melvin Lovejoy says he was hurt. He should have played that excuse. That's a hard one. You're saying I picked Curry over Magic, and yeah, it's funny. It's funny. Shaq at center. Steve Collins says Magic's Lakers and Bird Celtics would make Cavs wish they hadn't shown up. But you have to remember, Magic's Lakers included Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Abdul-Jabbar is one of the greatest centers ever. Okay, I can argue that those skyhooks were more devastating in a number of games than what Magic did. I'm not trying to take anything away from Magic Johnson. He was a great assist guy. He was a great maker of... He did a great job making other players better. No question about it. He's one of the greatest Lakers of all time. No question about it. We're talking about the all-time greats. And I only have to pick 5. You didn't ask me to pick bench, because then I got to bring in Magic. But you cannot deny the abilities of the people that I have on my team. It's undeniable, okay? I mean, I'm just saying, it's undeniable. I'm just plugging in for battery power there, okay? Undeniable. Now, Dwayne Wade is a good shooting guard. And so, now, Miguel says it should be Kobe, Magic, Shaq, Bird, and Jordan. But I'm not seeing Shaq in there. I'm not seeing that Shaq, but I'm not seeing Bird in there. I'm seeing Bird on second team. I'm not seeing Bird on first team. We're talking about all-time greats, including this era. All right? So, King Jose says, Bad Boy Pistons and the Big Three in Boston made Jordan when he wish he didn't show up. Jeez. Oh, my God. 831 Scott says, Dwayne Wade is a great shooting guard. Bernard says, Magic, 3, Jordan, Kobe, Hakeem, and Shaq. Dorian says, Iverson, Kobe, Jordan, Kareem, and Shaq. I'm going to 1 to 130, by the way, folks. Who did I miss here? Octavio, I said that one. And I said that one. Now, Melvin Lovejoy said something. I apologize for missing this, Melvin. Melvin said, if he was hurt, talking about Steph Curry, he shouldn't have played. Bad excuse. When he was making those crazy threes, everyone's happy. But when they throw those bricks, no one says anything. I'm confused. No. Hey, Melvin, I hear you. This is my point, okay? And I understand what you're saying. It's a matter of KC at the back. The more times you give him a chance to put up those crazy threes, because of the fact that he practices them, he makes them. Have you seen his practices where he gets at Oracle Arena back to he stands back past the entrance to the vestibule that goes out to the west side of the building, and he stands back there like the courts here. He stands back to this vestibule and he launches these threes from these impossible distances, and he makes them. Practice makes perfect. You see what I'm getting at? So he may execute these shots you think are crazy, but he makes them. Practice makes perfect, all right? It just does, okay? LeVar Ball, all positions. Magic, Jordan, LeBron, Timmy, Shaq, they go 82-0, says King Jose. Rick Rice says Jordan, Magic, Shaq, LeVar Ball, and that's all. Jordan, Magic, Shaq, LeVar Ball. That's only 4 people. You need 5 in basketball, Rick, just letting you know. Anyway, Jordan, Darian Sandoval says Iverson, Kobe, Jordan, Kareem, and Shaq. Hey, I noticed there's no argument regarding Shaq. We can all agree that Shaq's one of the greatest, okay? We can all there. The Showtime Lakers. John Stockton, MJ, LeBron, Duncan, Karl Anthony, Towns. Wow. Yeah. And then we can say, yeah, Shaq was dominant. Remember the gorilla dunk? That was hilarious. That was hilarious. I've seen Shaq in person several times. In fact, there was CES. He was coming through. I said, oh, it's Shaq. And we went back, and Shaq's a big dude. I'll show you guys that video maybe I should show it tonight. But Rick Rice says, you don't need 5 when you have LeVar Balls in you. That's the point. Ooh. Bernard 543 says, yes, a turnover machine in the finals. And let's see here. And as we close out, I'm going to show you how many people have seen Shaq in person. A show of hands. Me? I have. Who else? Who's that? Who else? Me? Melvin Lovejoy says he is a talented player, but he's on a stacked team. And Bernard's seen him. Shaq was a big man, says Dorian. Melvin's seen him in person. And so we got 3 people, Bernard, Melvin, and me. And ML Scott, 4 people. Money Lynch, how you doing? Has seen him. 5 people. Bernard, Melvin, ML, Dorian, and myself. And that's, of the 13 watching, that's 5 who have. 6 who have. Rick Grice. And King Jose, have you ever seen Shaq in person? I don't mean like playing. I mean like, when I say in person, I mean like you guys in the same room. And he's like right over there. Or maybe you're talking to him. Because I've seen him at Comic-Con, right? I've talked to him and his assistant at Comic-Con. I saw him at CES. So I've seen him out and about. I'm talking about like out and about, where you are in the same room as he is, and it's not like you're watching him in basketball. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Rick Rice called. He barely fits in the doorway. Johnny says, I've seen Alonzo Mourning at a restaurant. Does that count? No, it doesn't, because he's not Shaq. I'm asking, have you seen Shaq in person? Period. I'm asking a direct, honest, straight-out question. All right? Now, Rick Carson says, Nate Tiny Archibald, Cornbread Maxwell, Nate Thurman, Robert Parrish, and Kevin Durant. Now, wait a minute. Richard Carson has just given us the Rucker Park all-time great NBA basketball squad right there. Now, Octavio's seen Jordan play. Rick Rice says, I saw Joe Flacco at an IHOP. Oh, I bet you did. Now, King Jose says, I've seen him at Rucker Park. I've never been to Rucker Park. I want to go to Rucker Park one day. 831 Scott says, I went to a Warriors game when he was playing for the Lakers. Bernard says that he saw Greg Townsend. And, okay. But I'm talking about Shaq. I'm talking about Shaq. All right. For those of you who haven't seen Shaq in exact person, here's Shaq in person, all right? SHAQ Zenny 62. There. So, NBA and TNT. Oh, here. Yeah, this year. I forgot that I saw him this year. That's embarrassing. I've got to go and get the. I've got to get the microphone, plug that in, and turn on the speakers, which I've just done. All right. Skip the ad about some older guy, looking like some older guy that actually is 50, but he looks like he's 70, talking about having the body of one of these jack bodies. I'm thinking, dude, I look younger than you are, and I'm older than you are. Forget it. Anyway, all right. Here it is. I will unmute. I will turn it up. I will bring you. This is what you're about to see, folks. This is NBA on TNT at CES Las Vegas this year. Okay. Oh, and yours truly had a front row seat. Ooh, all right, here we go. Front row seat. So there you go. All right, that was. Shaq goes by. All right, it wasn't much. I got more, but that was this year. Hey everybody, this is Stacy Campbell. We're at CES 2000. That was this year. Okay. Now, Garden State Raider, how are you? He says I saw Shaq in New Jersey about 8 times. He's from my city. Hey, what city are you from? Now, are you from New York? Are you from Newark? Is Newark your city? Melvin Lovejoy says he made my cousin loom tiny. My cousin is 6'7". John Marks has never seen Shaq in person. And Rick Rice is right. There will never be another Shaq. Now, Corvette says he saw Shaq in Vegas as a wax statue. Bernard says he saw him at Costco in the Bay Area. That's funny. Newark's a great city. I like the airport too. And John Marks thinks that Dwight Howard is a bum. And because Dwight Howard was supposed to be the next Shaq, as Johnny P reminds us. And Rich Carson says, I saw Cliff Branch, John Matuzak, Mike Ciani, Dave Dalby playing basketball at Kelseyville, California. Wow. What was up with that? It's pretty cool. That was pretty cool. And Dorian agrees with John Marks' statement about the whole bum action. Let me find another Shaq video here. While we're looking around here, this is fun stuff. Remember, I'm gonna cancel out at 1:30 because it's late, and also I binge watched with my mom House of Cards season 5 the night before and didn't get to sleep until 6:30 in the morning. House of Cards season 5 is awesome. Watch it. I'll tell you why, because it was filmed even before Donald Trump got elected. Keep that in mind as you watch it. I hope you watch it. Now, let's see here. Shaq, SHQ, and then Zenny 62 CES. Let's try that one. See where that leads us. Okay. Following Shaq to Monster Booth. This is a good one. All right. This is interesting. All right. Hold on a second. What this is, folks, what you're about to see is, I was in the center section of the Las Vegas Convention Center, the Center Hall. It's like Center Hall going to North Hall. And I saw Shaq go by me, and I was like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" I was like, "How you doing?" And then I realized, wait a minute, it's Shaq. Where's he going? And so I turned around and I followed him. But you can get an idea of how big he is. Watch this. This is Shaq. All right. Shaq. That's Shaq. Okay. Watch this. They're all telling Shaq. There he is. Reactions are funny. I had to record the reactions, man. It's cool. So there you go. That now you understand, Sam, just how tall Shaq really is. I mean, he's a mountain of a man. I mean, just wow, just huge. All right. Now, John Mark says Bill Laimbeer trumps over Dwight. Bum. Miguel Rose says Rick Rice, Dwight Howard had thrown all the talent away because he didn't want to become the new face of the Lakers when Kobe Bryant retired. I think Dwight came in. I remember when he was in Orlando and he got the hype. Something along the way between limelight and money made him, I think, limelight, money, and scheme. Because no one put him in that scheme that allowed him to dominate. And maybe they thought they didn't have to. But maybe part of it was just that maybe Dwight, who we thought was Superman, right? He just had that, he had an attitude that to me is a bit a diva, right? And I mean a person who is not, he does not have, or subordinates is what I'm trying to find the right word, subordinates the killer instinct in sport and makes him less than the player he can be. But when he decides to be, he can reach those heights. The trouble with Dwight is more often than not, it seems, he hasn't decided to be that player. But also, more often than not, he hasn't had coaches that brought that player out in him, except when he was in Orlando. I think actually going to the Lakers was bad for him. I think staying in a place and wanting to build that team organization is better. I really do. 8:20, it's 1:28. I'm about to sign out, folks. I will see you all. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Go Warriors. Literally. Go Warriors. Sorry if you just arrived. I started a little after 9. I plan to stop. I was going to stop at a little after 9, which is, I was going to stop a little after 10. And I decided to go until 10:30, which is 1:30. Okay, so I'll see you all. Thank you for tuning in. And I can't show the game now. Keep that in mind. I cannot show the game. Okay? Just be mindful of that. I can talk, but I can't show the game. Good night, everybody. All right? Good night. I see that, John Marks. King Jose, go Michigan State. Warriors in 5, Warriors in 7. Warriors win tomorrow. Bank it. Remember, if you're in Oakland, King Jose, get on the train. Get on the Warm Springs BART train. Get off at Lake Merritt. Go over to ESPN. Hang out. Have a great time. 1536 Lakeside Drive. Or go over to the Plank in Jack London Square. Fox is at the Plank. ESPN is at Lake Chalet. It's going to be a stone gas. Take care. See you all. Good night, everybody. And thank you all for tuning in And yes, you can bet your last money it's all going to be a stone gas, honey. It's going to John Mark says it's going to be a gas line. It's going to be a long line. Good night, everybody. I'll see you guys. Good night. Good night. See you guys.